catch a foot when I drive. Big pressure, I apply. In the ring, you won't survive. Yeah, I swerve when I drive. Yeah, I swerve when I drive.
Lights, talk to me. Yeah. Welcome to another edition of Hassel's Review. And what better thing to have for you guys today on Inauguration Day than the American Dream himself, Dusty Rhodes, baby. So, I have a set of Monday Night Wars Dusty Rhodes NWO edition Build-A-Figure Wave, as well as the American Dream himself Ultimate Edition, polka dots and all. When I see this figure right here, I hear that cowbell going. He's just a common man. Man, if you don't get pumped hearing Dusty Rhodes' old WWF theme music, you ain't living life right. I'm just sorry. Get yourself together, because that theme right there is still a banger. It's still busting to this day. To this day. So, we'll start with these guys here and then work our way up to the Ultimate. But, before I get into that right there, I've got a few I opened off camera that I'm going to show you guys off some various things that I wanted to do. But before we dive into that, why don't we show our sponsor, The Zone Collectibles, 305 Main Street, Tifton, Georgia. A little love. Go City Clady Clan for all your collecting needs. They support unity through community. Fandoms unite. So we got that piece of business there out of the way. So let's dive into the stuff. But there's more. There's always more. If you're into wrestling and you haven't checked it out yet, go check out my new show on Stay Weird Network called Cards Subject to Change with Hassel, where I tackle the what ifs of professional wrestling. What if this happened instead of that? And I book it out, tell you how I think it would have played out. Watch it. We've had pretty good success with it so far. Monster has a new show as well called Impressions, where he'll do unboxings like this, but he'll tell you all about the packaging, how it poses. Once it sits on the shelf for a while, he'll give you his impression of it after it sat on the shelf for a while. Did he have opener's remorse? Maybe. Maybe he didn't. Who knows? Big Rob's even got a new show called Into the Dark about conspiracies. All manner of cool things. And if you ain't watching that, you should certainly be checking out Big Rob's House of Entertainment and no Chinese food. So now we've got that out of the way. Let's dive into this stuff. So, I'm going to set these bad boys down right here for the moment. He's just a common man. Man, if I could have plugged that music in right now, I would have it piped out through this room. We played the entire episode, but unfortunately, I'm pretty sure that would hit me with a couple copyrights of some sort. The WWE may not be as forgiving, so let's not press it. So, I got a few things I opened off camera. This guy is actually a Mattel Rick Rude that I've had for a while. He's one of the very first Rick Rudes, but I put the WWF title that came with Sid on him, because that's the kind of thing we tackle on Cards Subject to Change. What if Rick Rude had won the WWF Championship from the Ultimate Warrior at SummerSlam that year? What if? But that's not what we're here for right now. So we got this guy right here. This is what we are here for. Look at this bad boy. This is the first WCW Rick Rude that Mattel has done. It's actually the first WCW Rick Rude action figure that I am aware of. He has the WCW tights. There are two. There is this one, which is the regular. He comes with the World Heavyweight Championship, and I'll get into that in just a minute. But there is a chase where he has the WCW United States Championship tights on. It is a beautiful. I have it hanging on the wall over there. It was one I wanted to leave MOC since it was the chase. I did decide to do that. But he'd have had this title. It was up to me. But for whatever reason, they still put the world title on the chase. Who knew? But this is a really, really solid WCW World Championship, because I opened my Ultimate Goldberg just to compare the two. Yeah, I'm that guy. So I've had Ultimate Goldberg for quite a while. And I'm going to put the two Ravishings next to one another. They do have similar bodies almost to a T, other than the fact that Rick Rude, the new one, Does not have the arm tattoo, which I was really bummed about. Because it's even in the box art, which is puzzling to me. You're going to put it in the box art, but you're not going to put it on the action figure. Aesthetically, the rest of the body, aside from the arms, is pretty damn solid, on point. There's a much better face scan on this one than the first Mattel from earlier in the early Mattels. You can pop this head off. I did put the DX bearded Rick Rude head that come with the bearded Rick Rude Build-A-Figure body on this head body, just to kind of see what he would have looked like had he went back into wrestling in, say, 97 or 98 before he passed away. He was training to come back. Never made it. He passed away, unfortunately. But I'm a huge Rick Rude fan, especially his WCW stuff. He has some really solid matches there. You wasn't watching WCW in 92 and 93, you're robbing yourself. There's a lot better action there. They just didn't have the production. But Rick Rude was World Heavyweight Champion, so I opened this Ultimate Goldberg just to kind of compare the two belts, honestly. Plus, I did shamelessly want this U.S. title out of there because he come with the... There's another thing Mattel does. See, it bothers me because this is the U.S. title that Rick Rude wore. Sting, a few others. Stunning Steve Austin had this U.S. title. As you notice, it has two side plates on each side. The U.S. title that Goldberg, he won't stand up for shit. I can't hold him. That he came with had one plate, much like the world title did. Had one big plate versus the two smaller plates. This is the better looking of the two titles. But for whatever reason, he came with that title there. I don't know why they done it. I'm not mad because I like that one better, but it's not accurate. But so I opened this Ultimate Goldberg just to get that title out and compare this title to that world title. And the WWE title, World Heavyweight Championship, looks like trash next to it. When you actually stand him there, if he will actually stand, oh, there he is. It looks like shit compared to this one here. Not gonna lie, it does not compare. But all in all, the Ultimate Goldberg figure is a nice figure. They've done a really good job on him. The breathing smoke head looks good. I like the screaming head the best. There is a serious head as well as the smoke breathing head. That's the best one of the bunch. Got him pointing up to the sky because, you know, go up, you come back down, it's your ass. Who's next? But that's neither here nor there. So the last guy I wanted to get into was the master and the ruler of the world. A man that's feuded with Goldberg. He's a former two-time WWF champion. He's a former two-time WCW champion. He's the only man to beat Bret Hart and Shawn Michaels for the WWF Championship. Little known fact, people. He's also the only man to, in his only two appearances at WrestleMania, main event in both of them. Who's the man? Sid's the man, and the master, and the ruler of the world. I will say this is basically, it was nothing, they're defining moments, but it's basically a greatest hits wave with some minor retooling. The face on this one does look a lot better than the first one that came out. A lot better. They do some minor tweaking when they put these greatest hits ones out, or, you know, put them back out in circulation or whatnot. They do minor retooling. They look really good. A lot of times they look better. The Farouk I have over here for the Nation of Domination is much better than the other Farouk, so I took that one out of circulation, and now my Nation of Domination has the upgraded reissue. A couple of there kind of are of that vein, but all in all, these are solid. The only other one other than the Chase version of Rick that I got that I didn't open was the Bret Hart from WrestleMania 9, where he went as an all pink. He comes with the WWF Championship. It was before he fought Yokozuna, lost the title, and Hogan come in and swoop and steal the win away from him and steal the spotlight. But that's another thing for another day, because that worked for him that day, brother. But I will say that version of Bret, it's the head off of the Survivor Series Bret Hart. But the glasses that they put in that Bret Hart figure are the best ones I've seen in any of them, even including the Ultimates. The Ultimates glasses can sometimes be hit and miss, and the regular glasses are typically trash. They're flat. But These are curved perfectly, and they have a gloss to a machine. They look beautiful, actually. I'm tempted to buy another one if I can catch one on sale, just to get those glasses to put on the Ultimate figure. But that's all we got for these guys right here. So I'm going to take them out of circulation for the moment. Let's put these guys off to the side here. And I need another table. This table is not big enough. So now, it's time for the main event. The meat and taters are what we're actually here for. So, this is the Dusty Rhodes Build-A-Figure Wave. So let's show you guys what we got here. So, we have Lita from when she won the Divas Championship on Monday Night Raw. We have WCW Ultimate Warrior in his One Warrior gimmick outfit, where he's got the trench coat, the pants, the boots, the works. Razor Ramon, WWF, before he left and went to start the whole Monday Night Wars, what really kicked it off, he's still there in one of his Chico attires. And Six from the NWO. So what we'll do is, we're going to start with Lita. And I'm going to be honest, I bought this figure for nothing more than to get the Dusty parts out of it. I'm sorry, I don't buy the female figures. All in all, though, I will say this is a very good-looking figure. She looks great. She actually looks like Lita. The Divas Championship or Women's Championship here looks really great. She's got the Team Extreme hands. So, this is a solid figure. She even has the whale tail. On the back, they all have little bios there to tell you, and it says, in a historic main event, Lita defeated Stephanie McMahon Helmsley with special guest referee The Rock, counted 1, 2, 3, and declared her WWE Women's Champion. That was August 21st, 2000. Let's be honest, people. It wasn't much of a war by 2000. WCW was laying eggs at the time due to Vince Russo's poor writing. Not only due to Vince Russo's poor writing, the company just didn't want them to succeed at the time any longer anyways. So they were pretty well floundering and done and dead. But, tis what it is, people. So let's see here. I don't want to mimic the box up because I'm going to be honest. I'm going to probably resell this figure. Unless Big Rob's House of Entertainment had no Chinese food, desires her. And if that is the case that he desires her, she's his. I know he is a massive Lita fan. And don't get me wrong, I was a big Lita fan back in the day as well. I just don't really care for the female figures, honestly. So she comes with just this big old behind, if you will, and cowboy boots. And oh shit, we're gonna go ahead and just point out the obvious here. I am not a fan of that right there. So Dusty's cowboy boots have laces. So any of you that don't know any better, cowboy boots don't have laces. What they did here is, these are a pair of dress shoes that come off a Cody figure, because they're pointed to have the toes that Cody's typically have. Those are Cody's dress shoes. They colored brown. And wow, I'm a little let down by that. He does come with acid wash jeans, which is, okay, pretty cool. Other than the fact that if you look on the back, he's got women's pants. Women's pants a lot of times don't have pockets on the ass. Dusty don't have pockets there. Oh man, what it doing to my dream. Other than that though, this is a solid figure. It looks really great. If you were, she's got a nice rack on her. Flat stomach. Little booty there. Well, like I said, her whale tail is intact. Solid figure. Who knows? Maybe I can get my money back, or like I said, a Big Rob desires her. She is his free of charge. He does enough pounding the pavement for me, so to speak, to get her if he wants her. So now, this is the figure I wanted the most out of the whole set, to be honest with you, aside from the fact that I wanted the Dusty. This is WCW Warrior in his trench coat. So, fun known fact, they tried to do a Nitro set like the WWF entrance set, retro entrance. That was a Nitro entrance, and they were going to do that, and there was 4 figures that they were going to put with it. Warrior in this very attire, with slight variations in color, was one of them. There was a Scott Steiner when he made his debut as Big Papa Pump in the white singlet. He would have came with this very U.S. Championship, because I remember at the time seeing this was the first time they had done this particular one. Was with that Scott Steiner. There was a Diamond Dallas Page that I believe we have now. If not, yeah, I'm pretty sure we have, and a Rey Mysterio. I would still like to have the Rey Mysterio, but this was the figure I wanted out of that. I wanted the entrance, but I wanted this figure out of it as well. So I was really bummed when it did not get crowdfunded, because I was going to go in for it. But this is from Nitro, August 17th, 1998. Ultimate Warrior shocked Hollywood Hogan and the NWO and the entire world when he made his Monday Night Raw debut. So this is debut WCW Warrior. So I think we could just cut the top here. If I noticed right on the last one, I don't have to do all the side cutting. It doesn't appear. So let's see. I've opened enough of these by now. You think I would know this, but very right. Very right. Very right. So, let's get the Dusty stuff out before we start worrying about. He's got a pretty solid pair of sunglasses. They're transparent. He has his NWO hat. I don't know if I'm going to put the NWO hat on him because Dusty didn't really wear a hat a lot. That would be a great hat for him to be, do a kit bashed Bret Hart. Bret Hart did wear that hat. Backwards usually. Right. So Dusty is pretty sweet. He's got his flat top hairdo with his little mullet tail he had around her bottom there. Pretty good looking face too. He's got his scarring in the forehead there, the aging lines. Pretty solid looking. Pretty solid. So we got a set of hands that comes with Warrior. You got a finger for Hogan. Another microphone holder. But he's already got a pointer here. And he's already got a mic holder with a mic in his hand. So I don't see any sense in needing another. Unless you're just going to change the directions from these hands to turning his head the other way. It's kind of redundant. So there we go. We got. So first thing I'm noticing, the trench coat looks really great. Typical Warrior bullshit on there. He didn't have the One Warrior Nation stuff on it yet. The belt buckle and the boots look fantastic. Okay, he's even got Warrior. Yeah. There's Warrior up and down the sides there. Got Warrior on the toes. Belt buckle looks good. Fantastic sculpt on the face too. They got the teeth right. Cause if you've ever noticed, Warrior had some very distinct teeth. He had some fine veneers there, so to speak. Let's just put it that way. He comes with the WCW microphone, the spotted makeup. Pretty solid there. Well, I'd give that Warrior there a solid 4 to 5 hassles. So this one here is Razor Ramon. Let's see. December 18th, 1995. So it's just going into 96. Gold does play mind games with the bad guy. Razor Ramon still defeated Yokozuna and retained his Intercontinental Championship. So this is the Intercontinental Championship version of Razor. Pull out what we got on Dusty here. We got Dusty's torso. So, see what we got with Scott here. Scott comes with a set of hands, a generic set of hands that are microphone holders. Not quite sure why. That's what he came with on both hands, was 2 Kung Fu grips. So apparently they knew nobody was Kung Fu gripping with him. Because the other set of hands that are on him are the look at the back. So, pretty generic razor. It's a yellow attire. Nothing special. He's got some damage there on his foot. With the trusty X-Acto knife. Shave that off. Generic razor face. He's got his 2 thumbs up, but we're going to point him in so he's doing that like he does. Bad guy in the back. They got a little band around him to hold that on. If you wanted to take that off, I guess you could. He's got his very 90s colorful front there. He's got his gold chains, which is really cool. All in all, to me though, if you've got one razor, you've got them all. I've got Ultimate Edition razor sitting right there. I've got a couple on the wall here. I got his blue attire right there, where the front is very much like that. They did go with a soft goods cloth version of vest on him on this one, to where on usually they have that plastic soft goods stud dealings, but pretty solid. It's a cool figure. I guess because I'm underwhelmed, so to speak. I'm gonna say 3.5 out of 5 Hassels. I mean, there's nothing aesthetically bad. He's not quite as thick as he maybe should be for a Scott Hall Razor Ramon figure, but aesthetically looking, he looks good. He doesn't bowl me over because, like I said, if you've got one, at this point we've had a dozen, so they just pumped out another one with an attire that no one was going to buy any other way except for to get this Dusty here. So I ordered all those because I could, and I got 6 separately. He was one that I couldn't find with the wave. I ordered those off Walmart.com, got them in, and I was like, well, fuck, I'm gonna just have to bite the bullet and pay extra and get 6 separately later. But I wound up finding him on Walmart on sale, no less, which is crazy. They just hit stock again. So I got 6 here. I was hoping for the chase version. The chase version, he has Thug across his chest, Notorious on his ass, and he's got 6 Pac on both legs here. This version here is his very first WCW. He's just got some lightning bolts there. Very lightning kiddish. But this is from April 21st, 1997. Thanks to some help from Kevin Nash. 6 retained the Cruiserweight Championship against Rey Mysterio, keeping the title in the ranks of the NWO. So 6 had a pretty successful run in WCW. It's a shame it got cut short. It really was just like a year and a half. Maybe just a year. But during the course of that year, he was like a 2-time Cruiserweight Championship. He held the United States Championship. He held the United States Championship before Scott Hall did. Kevin Nash never held it. I don't think he held the TV Championship, unfortunately. He should have. But, and then he was a tag champion via Wolfpack rules with the Outsiders. So, there's that. So this is what we needed for Dusty out of 6. It was 2 chubby arms. Now we have what we need to defeat. But they went the mile and give you 2 extra hands for Dusty. Instead of him just having the Kung Fu holders there, he comes with a set of fists, which is bueno. I like that. Thank you, Mattel. So, and ironically, X-Pac comes with all the hands. So, he comes, 6-pack, I apologize. If I can get him out of there. He comes with a set of crotch chop hands. He comes with a set of fists of his own. He also comes with a set of wolf pack hands. It's crazy to me that you could give him 3 sets of hands, but Razor got a set of Kung Fu grip hands. What the fuck, people? This is a pretty solid sculpt, though. It's very much looks like 6-pack. I like the Wolfpack hands because, I mean, let's face it, that's the only thing that would have looked better on him was if he had his tongue out and came with some glasses. Digging the knee pads. They're the armored knee pads he had. Even though this is, you know, generic Lightning, very first 1 or 2 attires, looks good. I'm probably going to put the U.S. title on him. Or I said I was, but it does look way, way too big. So what he may wind up getting, until I get a Cruiserweight Championship, is his television champions. I really haven't found a person for it. I do want to see what this NWO shirt looks like that came with my Ultimate Edition Scott Hall. I just kind of threw it off to the side. I got the NWO shirt as well as the Outsiders shirt, but I put the Outsiders shirt on Firestorm over there just for shits and giggles, just because I like to do that. I mean, they're your toys. Play with them. Enjoy them. It's what they're for. So, okay. There we go. NWO for life. There we go. So there you go, people. That's the Wave. I do like the fact that their Build-A-Figures, unlike Hasbro, you can do in 4. That is something Hasbro really needs to take into consideration instead of making us buy 6 fucking figures to do it. But hey, who am I? So let's assemble the Dream here. Pretty basic. Boom. He's just a common man, working hard with his hands. This one was a lot more. Not sure why Dusty has one taped wrist and one not. That doesn't really make a lot of sense, but hey, we'll go with it. Alright, it looks very much like Dustin. And there you have it. You got the Bull of the Woods, Dusty Rhodes, baby. But just because they sent it with him, I won't put the hat on him, the hat and the glasses, to kind of give you that I'm too cool for school, Dusty Rhodes. There you have it. NWO for life, player. So I'm going to stick him over there. We'll move these guys over for right now. We got an Ultimate to open. And I don't mean the Ultimate motherfucking Warrior. Bunch of hands. I have bags of fucking hands because of my tail. So, here you got it. The son of the plumber. Whew. Dusty Rhodes, baby. 6'2", Austin, Texas, bionic elbow world heavyweight champion. In the history of the WWE, there's never been a superstar who has represented the common man more than American Dream, Dusty Rhodes. A blue-collared son of a plumber won over the WWE Universe with his heart, guts, and determination, and never let hard times keep him down. If you haven't seen Dusty's Hard Times promo, you need to go check that out. I don't know what you're doing with your life. But I'm also questioning why the hell you haven't heard his theme song. So, hey. There we go. Got him open. Uh-oh, missed a piece. Thank you, trusty knife assistant. He's just a common man. So I really wish they had done a chase of this one where he wasn't polka dotted up. I mean, I don't hate the polka dots because it's very iconic for WWF Dusty. I would just like to have seen a non-polka dotted version just because. He comes with a polka dotted shirt, obviously. That's never going on him. So he's got a police baton and a police hat, which was actually from his feud with Big Boss Man. When he beat up Big Boss Man, he done all that there. For those that don't know, Dusty actually gave the Big Boss Man his break in WCW or the NWO at the time and made him Big Bulla Rogers, Jim Cornette's bodyguard. He recognized the talent in the young man, gave him a start, and Big Bubba was born. Let's see, this pair of cowboy boots does not have laces. He got a lot bigger cankles on here than he does on the other. So maybe Dusty lost some weight in the later years. Comes with several sets of hands there. Finger pointing action. These. And he's got some fist for the fisticuffs. He's got a headband there. And he's got two other alternate heads. Get them out. I'm not going to fish all these hands out right now because, I mean, if you've seen one hand, you've seen them all. Typical Dusty hairdo. He's got that ridiculous face that he made in a lot of his vignettes at the time. That I don't know why they made him go so over the top. Then he's got that there, that very good. Then he's got Dusty's typical smile. So he comes with two Kung Fu grip hands. His height is just a little big. He got a few extra pounds, if you will. But he is got hot, baby. Yeah. I love the sculpting of this body. It actually looks really, really good. It feels quality. Like, I will say that, like, that feels kind of cheap. He feels hollow. And they, apparently, okay, it's not the same one. It's not just, it is actually a different sculpt there because it's sculpted t-shirt. But as you can tell, Dusty's a little bit thicker through there than he is in there. They look to be the same height. Look at the face on both. Look really good. I do prefer this one, obviously. It's an ultimate. It should. They got the little thing on Dusty's side body right here that always, that hernia look he had. I'm looking to see if they put the scarring on his arm, but they did not. So I'm a little let down by that. I was hoping maybe I was overlooking it due to the fact that I have my glasses on, but no, it's not there. That's a little bit of a letdown. But put the headband on him. Whew, Star Child. Yeah, that's never fucking ever happening. I'm not putting either one of these silly faces on him. I kind of like that one. I hate this one here. I'll change the fist out because he does not need two Kung Fu grippers. We'll put a finger point on him. And since he is Dusty, typically if he was pointing, he was balling up his fist with the other hand. But he let him know, I'm finna get you, sucker. Alright. Ooh, daddy. if you will. Solid figure. I'm happy with this Dusty. See what this like was, a little bus driver hat looking thing. I guess I could have left one of the Kung Fu grips on and, you know, gave him a nightstick, but I don't know. To me, his Rumble Boss Man doesn't stand out. His feuds with Macho Man and his feud with $1 Million Man is probably the highlight of his WWF run to me. Yeah, solid figure. 4.5 out of 5 Hassels. I'm happy with it. I could put the United States champion, if you will, with Dusty there, because I mean, he did hold the U.S. title on multiple occasions. Not that version, nor this version of television champion that he actually held as well. But hey, for shits and giggles right now, we can put them there. So, hope you guys enjoyed this today. Let me know what you think of the figures. I'll try to put a few close-up pictures in the video for you guys to check out. Like I said, thank you very much. Be sure to check out the Nerdy Man Room Show, Big Rob's House of Entertainment and No Chinese Food, Fueled by Weird with Chris Daly. Check out our other channel, Stay Weird Network. We need you guys to like, subscribe, and share. That's how we grow. So, all in all, solid episode. Thank you guys for being here. And if you're ever down with hard times, I've wined and dined with kings and queens, slept in alleys and dined on plucking beans. Go YouTube you some old Dusty Rhodes. Spend your week that way for the common man.
Blind me, top rope, catch a vibe, catch a foot when I drive. Big